linebacker. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. Dancing to his left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Slot man moves right. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hey, 47.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The slot man in motion right. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Slot man moves right. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them. And the slot man goes in motion left.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Now Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard from 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Able to find Lazard.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a 1st
first down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, 626. Get on the right.
An inside give to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. In motion left is Cobb. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. The center receiver in motion to the right. Second down, another shot for Jones. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
They'll go again to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Prescott now. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Caught left side by Cobb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Rodgers now on first down. A check down here to Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down. Rodgers to throw once more. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. From 19 yards away. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The slot man in motion right. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Man open, here is Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. They're probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Rodgers again now. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
Now Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Rodgers to throw. Complete to Jones. Touchdown.
Aaron Jones,
28 yards.
and the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The running back, this position, big plays for an offense.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the slot man goes in motion left. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Cowboys. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Slot man moves right. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. Down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchup.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Defense, if they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Prescott on first down. That's caught once again by Gallup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's 47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott now. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott yet again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott to throw it. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them and maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott left side to Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So the drive will continue after the conversion on 4th. They'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They'll throw again. Prescott buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this is caught. And he will get this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The slot man in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger of that, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Rodgers to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Crosby is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Slot man moves right. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The slot man in motion right. Here's Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Slot man moves right. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Fourth down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The slot man in motion right. Run for Pollard. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. Now Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Jones again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. In motion goes the tight end. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Slot man moves right. Here's Pollard again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Pollard going to try the right side. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run left with Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 78 yards. And the Packers have yet again retaken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Prescott now. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. And again, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The slot man in motion right. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing. Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Slot man moves right. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try to throw now. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The kick by Maher is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run on first down. Pollard. They'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, and it's Pollard again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw is Prescott. And he comes back with 1 complete. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now here's Pollard. And another negative play there as they stop him again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. On third down, it's Pollard. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice try. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hey, take 26.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. Jones has it. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball well. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. The left side completion to Jones.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers!
Aaron Jones from a yard out. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Rodgers will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Inside give to Elliott.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down.
This one swung out here to Jones. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown!
Aaron Jones with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific in Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too. And the slot man goes in motion left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Rodgers going to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The slot man in motion right. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one